Hello, Miyabi. Hello, Tomato. Tight on my head. Hello, Frontiers. Potato, hello. Should have got some stuff. Next, did I get? I don't think I got anything that I want right now. Alright. Hope y'all are having a good evening. Is my moment. There it is. I wish the music in Stellasaura wouldn't loop or reset. I wish it would just maintain its loop. There's so many good tracks that you just break the flow unexpectedly. It just doesn't sound all that right. Also, they gotta do something about the friends, about this friends list situation, because I have 13 out of 50 on my friends list and I just can't get this person on my list. It's very frustrating. Enfield's gacha is this Fenfield's gacha is this controversial. I swear, if a modern big budget gacha flat out drops either a sparking or a ticket gacha system, start a war. You mean another big name gacha? A second modern big budget gacha? Oh, said another server. Don't tell me this is the is this the fracturing shores or whatever that you referred to in the past? Oh, it's Tabaros? Oh. I haven't really been keeping up with Tabaros at all for a while. Oh! Banner's gone. Alright, he'll be dropping a video soonish. You know who needs to drop a video? I think has Tuhu dropped his video on Tabaro yet? Because if there was a time to talk about Tabaro, it would be not during Arknights release, but just before Arknights Enfield's release. Like, he's got to get on that. And he is not on that because he's too busy playing like 17 gachas and then also working like DoorDash or something. Alright. Where is... I need to double check who I not have. Ugh. Do I plan to stream Endfield? Do I plan to stream Endfield? Yes, I do. It will go live. It will go, based on my time zone, it will go live about an hour after my work ends. So I'll have like an hour, like less than that to myself. I might even just get the stream ready ahead of schedule. And just sit in the chat, assuming the maintenance will end early, which it probably will. Now whether or not it will be the only thing I do over the course of like the next 2 days on my days off is another question entirely. But I went ahead yesterday after I put out that video, my most recent video. I went ahead and got the story content out of the way of Girls Frontline 2. And tonight we're going to do the story content of Stellasaura to get that out of the way as well, so I can direct my full attention to playing Endfield. Go live at 10 p.m. I'll get off at 11. Over for you? Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't anticipate the stream to be all that successful. I'm sure a lot of the people... I'm sure most people would just focus on actually playing the game themselves instead of watching me, but who knows? I mean, my brother himself will be in the chat, but he'll just be, like, talking occasionally and maybe just blurting out random stuff that... Because I know for a fact he's probably going to be playing it at a faster pace than I am. Frontiers, you will probably not have to worry about me talking about the gacha system with Endfield because 1, I don't care, and 2, I don't have to care because I'm not trying to speak on anyone else's behalf when it comes to Endfield. And also, Ardelia is going to be given to us out for free on day 3 of the login event anyway. And out of all the characters, she's the one I'm most interested in, not including the main character administrator anyway. So I will be fine. If I ever bring up the gacha system in the video, in a video, it will probably be like in a passing thing, and then I'll just go on to yap about how, yo, I'm enjoying Endfield because they literally just gave me the 2 characters I wanted from the get-go, being Administrator and Ardelia, so I don't have to worry about anything. And the first 3 characters on Limited Banner, don't really care too much about 4. I will try to go for Cert. Because out of the 3, she's at least the one I'm slightly more interested in. But otherwise, I probably won't fixate it on too much. Will I spend money? Maybe. Who knows? No space on my laptop to play Endfield. Bruh, I know the struggle of laptop gaming. It's rough out here. Can you... What Endfield characters I actually like? Okay, hold on. Alright, so... We're on the, this .gg. Now, I want to... Can I go to the wiki? Where's the wiki? Operators. This is not the wiki I used. Okay, hold on. Let me find it for a second. Where is it? Here we go. I think this is the one I want to use. So we're going to go to operator. No. Hold on. Where's the operators? Operator? Operator? No. Come on, it can't be that hard. Where's the main page? Do they not have a main page for this? They do not have a main page for this. Main page. Operators. Cool. This is literally the same page. Can I see... Hold on. Characters. Oh, jeez. Alright. You know what? Fuck it. Pridwin? I guess we'll go to Pridwin. We'll go to Pridwin. I am a slave to Pridewinius. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I was hoping to get, like, full bodies, but whatever. Yo, free characters? Yo, her signature is part of the login event? Wait, hold on. I want to confirm this. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Twitter. I started following a daily account, so we'll see in a second. Following. Daily. Do they have the image? Wait, I kind of want that. Do they have an image? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right, it can't be that hard. We're scrolling through so much stuff right now. Ardelia free. Give me an image. Right here. What is it? So what am I looking for to know it's the weapon? Dreams of the Starry Breach? I think that's it. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up on chat. I need a reason to consider playing Endfield. Well, I hope you watch, well, I guess just watch my stream or something. I don't know. Need Endfield on Steam Deck. Pridwin, Sheep Girl, Pridwin tier list. Who the fuck think the Pridwin tier list is legit? Not me. I'm just using it as a frame of reference for the characters. Okay, so I'm assuming the Dreams of the Starry Beach is her signature weapon. So it's part of the login event. Don't know when. Anyway, let's go to characters for a second. So, all right. Can I sort this by rarity? Okay, no, I can't. So, so when I first saw Endfield, the only character I was really interested in was actually the horse girl, Arknight. Where is she? Where the there's Arknight. I was kind of interested in Arknight. Can I zoom this in? No. I was kind of interested in Arknight just because she was like a horse girl. But I wasn't really interested at all. I was mostly just interested in Administrator because I think the mask is kind of cute and I just really like the outfit. Just looks like a bit more well-kept Stell. Fluorite I was slightly interested in when she showed up, but then I'm kind of over it anymore. I'm not really interested in Perlicia, despite the fact that Mio is my favorite character from Xenoblade 3, so whatever. Don't care. This, like, Russian/German soldier here is kind of cool, so maybe, I don't know. Not interested in Zaihi, or... I know a lot of people are into, like, Yvonne. I'm not really. Again, Cert, maybe, if for no other reason than because she's Cert. Not feeling Gilberta, not feeling Ember. Ember just looks like an angrier Cert, if you ask me. Snowshine, I'm not really big on, like, the snow outfits. It kind of reminds me of, Mosin Nagant in Girls Frontline 2 with her Snowfed outfit skin. I know a lot of people like Chen Qianyu. I don't really care. I might have liked AV Wena. I'm not sure. I'll wait on that. But Ardelia is definitely the easiest one for me. And, you know, I'm going to get Ardelia. I don't know how I feel about Last Ride. I think her design is very overdone. Only playing because people are bitching about the gacha? Yeah, that's one way to think of it. Pridwin has full body images on the page. Ah, I see. Oh, hold on. I mean, Last Rite looks pretty hot, but I think there's a lot of elements going on with the design that kind of are distracting. Which, you know... A lot of these character designs are like there's a lot going on with most of these designs anyway, but some more than others. Only Fluorite has your attention? That's unfortunate because she's literally a starter character. Hello, Adiyachandra. And then who are we missing for the day? That's it. Let's go ahead and just throw this into Fuyuka. How good is Stellasaura's story so far? Chapter 1 and 2, I do not like. I think while it does establish like the rules of the world initially in the first 2 chapters, and the dynamics of like companies and their literal godlike power. I don't think the antagonist in chapter 1 and 2 is all that compelling. Chapters 3 and 4 I thought were done much better because they focus more on the interpersonal relationships, while also continuing on the conversation of like companies and stuff. And I really liked chapter 5. I thought chapter 5 was very engaging, and there was a lot of character dynamics. How do I like Fearens? I have no opinion of Fearens right now. Is there anything I need to do gameplay-wise before we get started? So we just jump straight into this. You gotta be shitting me. I was gonna do like floor five difficulty infinite arena, but I guess not. Oh no, wait, is it open? No, it's not open. Yeah, great. It's good to know that the day I decide to stream, the same two are open as there was last time. That's fantastic. I really should have just done that shit off stream, but I guess not. So it's getting better and better? Yeah, hopefully. Just going to be focusing on the story and just taking opportunities to read chat when anything comes up. Anything that I can understand, of course. If it's if it's like a bunch of like OG Arknights conversations, then I won't be able to relate at all because I don't play I've never played Arknights. It's awful. Go. The unfortunate thing is that because I'm working that day, I was fully anticipating Arknights Endfield, the maintenance period, to end on the 22nd, but because of time zones, it's actually coming out early for me. So I wasn't preparing for this. The plan originally was that I would come home from work and then I would just play some Zenless Zone Zero and like pull for the Soldier Zero Ambi. But now now with how things are, I gotta come home and I have like less than an hour to myself. And you know, maybe I could try squeeze in like pulling Soldier Zero Ambi and doing a little bit of ZZZ, but honestly, probably the better thing to do is just get ready for the Endfield maintenance to just end. Probably like maybe potentially a few minutes early. We are getting a VTuber for Endfield. We have an image? I think the story's good, but chapters 1 and 2 were kind of on the slow side. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. Who is messaging me? Is this an at everyone? Yeah, it's an at everyone. I just joined Mr. Pokey server like earlier this today. I need to quickly something. Okay. There. I should have done this at the start, but whatever. Isn't Nyx like in the company? That's an interesting dynamic. Anyways, art in the game is so pretty. Yeah, Stellasaur's presentation is very good. From the like how they animate how they animate the sprites to also like the little small comics miniature comics one panel comics that they use to express emotions sometimes. Like Blue Archive with more gameplay. It's Blue Archive with gameplay I would actually play. Is this also a school? No, this is a company. The whole thing, the universe of Stellasaura is that it's like a fantasy world with some modern technology or like early 2000s technology. Wait, no, that the car we drive is pretty old. Um, it's got closer to modern technology, I guess you could say, and the companies that companies rule this world, and they have like deity, the power of like deities at their side. So there are some checks and balances in place to make sure one company doesn't have complete power over like entire continents or the world. And one of those is that there's a limitation on what each company do. This arc we're in the United Harvest Company, and they're all agriculture and food production. Now, granted, that's a pretty damn important one if you ask me. Hello, Arsane. And at the end of chapter 5, at the end of chapter 5, after we exposed a massive scandal that where the smallest domino was basically a fantasy equivalent of like food, ultra processed food. It turned into some massive conspiracy where there was a bunch of weaponized plant-like creatures that they were breeding to make an army. And at the end of the chapter, she just handed them off to me because I guess she knew the main character's existence as like a lore, like an actual god in like the past. I can already make a decision. And they're not bad endings. Interesting. The art style is entirely too pleasant to be about Megacorps. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure that they'll find ways to twist it more. There's been some dark moments, but I wouldn't say they're that dark. Hello, Tompeteer. Why do I think she wants to hit me with that stick thing? Because she probably does. I don't know if you've seen her model in her like actual 3D model, but she's got that massive smirk across her face the whole time. Oh, I need to... When is Arsene escaped from YouTube chat filter purgatory? I think last stream he just gave up on the idea of having D's nuts in his name. I think he just gave up on it. Though, if I recall correctly, I could have swore Arsene changed his username at least twice before. Or at least once or twice before recently. Yeah, I figured. Is the Stellasaura protagonist an actual character like CCC? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. They're closer to something like the Commander in Girls Frontline, or maybe I don't have another frame of reference, but maybe like the main character from like Nikkei or something. Where they have their own they have their own personal goals and their own responses to certain aspects, but you can make some light dialogue decisions, and there is a degree of there is some parts of this game where you can just kind of like self-insert when bonding with the characters, presumably. The more you hear about this game, the better it seems. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I was very, very close to quitting Stellasaura early on. I think in like the second patch when they introduced like the event story content with Shia, because I didn't really care about chapter 1 or 2. And Shia's event story just felt like something I wasn't interested in reading, and as a matter of fact, I skipped it entirely. But after chapter 3 started, I actually immediately got engaged with the story because I just found the plot of chapter 3 and 4 to just be far more interesting, and I just like the character dynamics a lot better. Chapter 1 and 2, by comparison, didn't have as many, like, interesting character dynamics, and also just featured an antagonist that I just didn't feel was interesting enough to set the world up. Oh, there was a seal in one of them? Is that what Lady Greg was trying to get? Oh, okay. Yep, okay. The seal was what was in the Garden of Parasite. Okay, that explains why they wanted it so badly. Like how they did the Snowish Laru event so it doesn't coincide with the main characters. Yeah, it was a pretty solid chapter, though it was more focused on just like one individual with like cameos from like a few very few characters. All right, well now Tom Patir is Pearl Fan MC. I hope the name change was a good one. Excuse me? Did she actually... Alright, now she is just torturing her. Okay, interesting. I mean, she did get me killed in, like, a optional ending decision in Chapter 5, and she was kind of responsible for a lot of the shit that happened in Chapter 3 and 4, but I don't know if we really need to be doing this. This is, like, cruel... Well, I'd say this is definitely, like, cruel and unusual punishment. Hello, foolish monkey. Would you even hold grudges if you could resurrect and go back in time at will? I mean, if we're talking about, like, Subaru from ReZero, I could see that. Because Subaru really just doesn't want to die, and it's a very excruciating experience for him. But whenever the Stella, like, the Tyrant in Stellasaura dies, it seems like they don't really hang so much on, like, the actual pain they suffered before they died. They're a lot more just reflective on it. And don't really get fixated on it. Like, we've been strangled by the Garden of Parasite. I think there's an ending a bad ending I missed in Chapter 3 that I didn't do, where either Fuyuka punched me or Fuyuka, like, hurled a massive, like, wooden tree boar at me. I don't know what happened. I didn't see that ending. And then I also got hit in the head with a blunt instrument by Lady Ray in another bad ending, and the trauma killed me before she could even make me force drink me poison, which doesn't even work because I'm magic immune. Oh, the boar hit me up in the air. Oh, okay. There's dialogue paths where you die. Yeah, there are dialogue decisions where if you choose them, you will die and you will just get a bad ending, and then you're just stuck in a white room, and like two side characters then just kind of speak to you and just kind of reflect on what happened, and then you just go out the door, walk out the door in like that like white room that you wake up in, and then it just resets you right back before you died. So in a way, the deaths that happen can technically happen, or they can technically not happen if you choose not to actually pursue those endings. Virginia and Brie, yeah, those are the two. Yeah, they're servants of like the monoliths. There was also like one time where like when you died from getting hit with a head with a blunt instrument, Vita, the talking phone, suggests using her as a helmet if an actual helmet is not available for you at any time. I'm not sure where the plot's going to go here if the leader of United Harvest is already going to swear her fealty to me and all her assets. Okay, I'm curious. I know there's probably going to be spoilers on the subreddit, but I just want to see if Stellasaura has confirmed like the next playable character. Because if there's only one banner running right now, they're preparing for the next character, right? Japanese merch. Nothing? Official media? Hold on. I guess there might be nothing. Okay, I guess there's nothing right now. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to wait like a couple days. Play along. Absolutely not, or my word is law. I'm thinking honestly going with playing along. Yixing Guangshi's birthday. Okay, Tomato, we don't need to get into that. Have I stopped playing CZN? Hey, Arsene, how about here's the better question. When did I started playing Chaos Zero Nightmare? I think that's a much better question. Are we going along with Vita's suggestions to make soul packs? I mean, it's going to happen either way. We're going to be put in a position where like we need to give like soul packs to people because when we give soul packs to people, there are some benefits such as they now share the ability to be resistant to magic, which we needed to do in like chapter 4 to keep Nausicaa from hallucinating. And we're just like I think we're just one character off from Vita leveling up, quote unquote, where we like form a 10th pact. So we're probably going to get put in situations where we have to form packs anyway. I think we're going to go with play along. That's interesting. So normally like when a new chapter unlocks, it then like shows like the block for the next chapter locked over here, but there is a long massive line gap. So there might be some really funky time branching decisions, and it looks like these are going to branch off into separate different stories. Interesting. I might have to go through all of these. All right, well, let's start this one. Do you like having dead characters as playable ones? I mean, if you were here for my Do It Night Abyss stream, I said that I am not a fan of the fact that they killed Psyche, because that was the one character I actually gave a shit about. And the idea, even if Do It Night Abyss just drops the fact that Psyche might return or may return at some point, I literally went on a rant with like a couple other chatters who were disagreeing with me at the time about how I don't care about that. Because even if a character is still alive but literally never makes a return in the story ever again, I at least have like I at least feel like there is a degree of like respect still unto me as someone who invested potential resources and potentially money into a gacha game for a character only, and the possibility on the horizon of them coming back again at all will still be present if they're alive and not dead. Well, if they're dead, or if they're dead but hinted at coming back, let's start with the conversation like if they're dead at all. If they're dead at all, then it's the same reason why. Then for me, I don't care at all. When I watch like TV shows or watch anime, I usually find like one or two characters that I really like, and I just consume as many scenes as possible that character is in. So if the character gets sidelined, shoot off, or their story plot ends and you just stop seeing them at all, then I'm less engaged in the story because I put all my investment in like those characters, and I don't really care about like the story or the writing of like the other characters. If a character in the context of Do It Night Abyss dies but then is potentially hinted at as coming back, well, now I have to bank on the fact that Do It Night Abyss is not going to end of service so that they can get to the point where Psyche can come back. And I don't know if you guys seen the Steam release, but I don't think Do It Night Abyss has lost its chance at a second wind. Let's pull up the Steam charts for a second. SteamDB. This was Do It Night Abyss's Steam launch. It came out today. It peaks at 2021 and it's already tapered off. And as with anything that comes out in Steam, this will probably be the best it's ever going to be. And no, it's not going to get any better on a weekend. I highly doubt it. This is it. It's sitting at a 65%, which, if I recall correctly, is mixed as far as Steam's rating is concerned. Mix 68%. It's over. It's over. Do It Night Abyss has lost all potential to actually go anywhere. The best case scenario is they go full Gooner, Snowbreak style, and just keep in as many of their small player base as they can with just Gooner shit, and then just ride along on that. I don't think they have the budget or the talents to pull off like a Wuthering Waves version 2, because if I'm being honest, Do It Night Abyss needs a hell of a lot more than a Wuthering Waves 2. It needs a lot more. Anyways, hold on, let me double check the chat. Being dead at hinted to return is lame. Yeah, I agree as well. And they literally had to like reassure people in like a live stream like later on that she was coming back. And that's the thing with like gacha games is like the reason why you don't see like most like mainstream gacha games kill people. I'm not talking about shit like Epic 7. The mainstream audience don't care about Epic 7. Epic 7 can literally do whatever it wants because it just has like a small audience. A lot of people don't like the idea of their waifu in particular. There are people who get pissed off when their waifu or husbando gets slapped with a 4-star ranking or being an A rank. So how do you think they feel when the character literally dies and has no potential to show up in the story at all? They're gonna lose their mind because they invested resources and like money into these characters, and they don't like the idea that now their favorite character gets less treatment than other characters. How about Stellasaura? Stellasaura has not killed off a character yet. Stellasaura has not killed off a character yet. There are a lot of people who believe that one of the best ways to cause and present drama in a story is making various characters die. In my opinion, Taito, I disagree. I think death is a cheap way to create character development. Do you think the no gacha hurt the game? The no gacha system in Do It Night Abyss did not hurt the game. Do It Night Abyss hurt Do It Night Abyss. Not the lack of a gacha. The gacha doesn't fucking matter. All the gacha system, if Do It Night Abyss had a gacha system, all that would mean is that there would be a small handful of people who would dump a bunch of money in the game more so than they normally would. That's it. But as far as like actual popularity, Do It Night Abyss died because not died. Well, it's about to die. Do It Night Abyss is in massive decline because it is a poorly designed Warframe clone. It's shit. If you play Do It Night Abyss, you'll know why. You'll know why people don't play it. It's because it's shit. I'm not even like gonna humor the idea of being like my typical like analytical like massive breakdown and stuff. It's shit. If you play Do It Night Abyss, it's an awful game. You shouldn't play it. Go play something else. I literally said this in my video when I was talking about how I said I am not interested in Do It Night Abyss right now. Do you know what examples of games I brought up when compared to Do It Night Abyss? I never brought up gacha games. I brought up actual games that you can grind, like Warframe, like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, and Deep Rock Galactic. Those are games that are worth sinking hundreds of hours into, not Do It Night Abyss. Okay? And I had like the DNA community like jump down my throat and like hit me with like a 60% like ratio on that video, and then I got subscribers anyway because whatever. And then I play it, and like literally not only like was my suspicions confirmed, but I also just learned about a bunch of other stuff, such as like resource bottlenecking and like really shit combat animations and the abundance of loading screens. Play Enter the Gungeon? I'm not interested. Sorry. I have my rogue. I have like a small handful of like roguelike games that I play, and it's not that one. Matter of fact, there is a. What is it? What is it? Hold on. Let me pull up my Steam for a second. There is like a top-down rogue light-esque game that I did play for a little while, and I did have some interest in, but it's not Enter the Gungeon. It's called Guidus Zero. Where is it? Right here. Guidus Zero. This game right here. This is the top-down game I played. Can I play this without like? Shut up. So you fight enemies on a grid, and you have like a basic set of moves. This trailer's not going to show it off, is it? Yeah, you see like there's movement here where you're moving on a grid, and you have like a limited moveset based on the character you use. So positioning and timing is key, and like reactions. I find that more enjoyable than like bullet hell games in my opinion. I am very particular about like bullet hell. I think I maybe played like one bullet hell game. Hold on, I need to double check on the chat what's going on. But no, anyone suggesting that Do It Night Abyss failed because it didn't have a gacha are no offense. If you're fixated on the fact that Do It Night Abyss didn't have a gacha and that had any effect on the game's success, you're coming at this from a completely different wrong angle, and you need to like get your head out of the gutter, and you need to think you need to stop you need to do what people are doing right now with Arknights Endfield. You need to stop fucking thinking about the gacha, and you need to think about the actual game. You need to think about the game. You need to think about the actual game if it's worth playing. You need to do that with Do It Night Abyss. You need to do that with Stellasaura, and you need to do that with Arknights Endfield. Anyone who's getting fixated on this stupid bullshit of the gacha system, that comes second. The game comes first, okay? That's my take on the matter, all right? I've kind of like lost my I haven't been able to keep track of like chats, unfortunately, so I might just kind of have to like skim through. Nuclear Throne, not interested. The no offense was expecting me to say you're fucking stupid. I mean, look, guys. Am I thinking that some of you are stupid? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna have like a little bit of I'm gonna show some restraint. You know, I don't need to necessarily call y'all stupid, but I can say y'all are barking up the wrong tree. You know. Hello, Dab. I don't even know when Dab came in. Hello. You've already given up trying to convince people to play games after three of your friends played Unbeatable and then quit. I don't remember what Unbeatable is. There are too many people who view gacha games as glorified casinos. They are, but that's half of it. They are games themselves as well. But there are so many people who like drag that border to the left and right and say like they're like your typical game, or they're nothing but gambling. Hello, Borakiri. Oh yeah, Unbeatably is a rhythm game. Okay, to be fair, Tom Petier, maybe you shouldn't be showing your friends a rhythm game. You should probably start with something a bit more straightforward. I think rhythm games are very niche, you know? If you like a rhythm game, you're probably like a basement goblin who spends like hundreds of hours on Osu. So maybe we need to start with like a genre that's a bit more approachable. Hello, Gacha Archive. Just monetization at the end of the day. They have no patience for grinding because we have surged with casual or semi-casual way mainstream gacha. I mean, also a degree of it online is that another issue with like people talk about gacha systems is like the issue is like content creators is that a lot of CCs just constantly push like conversations with like gacha systems over and over and over to the point where people think that's all that really matters, you know? It's kind of like modern news outlets like on television and stuff is they push like a small handful of subjects over and over and over, or like topics over and over and over, and people start to think that that's all that matters. The gacha system doesn't unlock till around 40 minutes into the game. Why? I'm not interested in re-rolling. So this random messenger saying I made the wrong choice. Well, wait till they find out that I'm bluffing, because I am bluffing. Whether or not the bluff actually matters is another thing entirely. What made you get the skin for Fuyuka? Because it felt like you really didn't vibe. So I did not vibe with the Fuyuka skin. But then I saw the actual in-game model, and I thought, wow, the in sprite model of the skin actually looks really, really good. Even with the damage on it. So hold on, let me pull it up first. Stella, Sora, Fuyuka. It's a good thing we got this banger of a track playing. Gallery. Where's the skin? Where is the skin? Go back to the main page. Did not. There it is. So, I think the sprite makes the skin look incredibly good. The reason why I wasn't big on the skin on the 3D model is the first issue is these sleeves right here, which I think are really nice on Fuyuka, and it helps accentuate how like accentuates her personality of being someone who's a bit more like reclusive and like very quiet is you have like this big coat, this like kind of big coat that's kind of housing like this very small, quiet mouse-like person. So I think that's adorable. And I also just really like the tie down here. It stretches down. The problem is that on the actual skin itself, you don't see these sleeves because she's wearing the gauntlet. So they're tucked under the gauntlet. And also this tie for some reason is tucked under the shirt on the 3D model as well. So you miss out on that as well. But why are her stocking rips though? I don't mind the ripped stockings. I just don't like that it's close to the thigh. I think that's kind of like a weird decision. I wouldn't mind if it was like somewhere else. But I do like the skin on the 3D. One of the reasons why, hold on, let me find this. Hold on. Stellasaura chapter 5. So let me find the image, because I think this will better make my case if I could actually see it. Can I get like a bigger image? Please tell me I can get a bigger. I can't actually get it. Chapter 5 art. I think this will do, yeah? Okay. So one of the reasons why I didn't like the Fuyuka skin when they showed it off is that, remember, I remember this skin just came out in chapter 6. I did not play chapter 6, nor did I play chapter 5. So when I first saw this art, I thought the skin was amazing because but something that you have to understand is that on this key art, which is the only thing I used as a frame of reference for the skin, the glasses are not cracked. But in chapter 5 itself, where's the image? In chapter 5 itself, the glasses are already cracked. Now, if you look at this image, like, her leggings are already torn and the short is already torn as well, so that's fine. But I was kind of more so just fixated on the fact that the glasses were already broken. Despite the fact that that was not the impression of the skin when they showed it off on the key art. But if the glasses were broken from the start, then I don't mind the skin. Then I don't mind it as much on the skin, me personally. Waiting for Cat Amber. The fact that they need to do something. They need to do something about the Battle Pass skin situation. Like, actually. Also, if I'm gonna be completely honest, part of the reason why I bought the skin is I'm actually not a fan of like Fuyuka's top. I'm not a fan of like reserved or shy anime girl archetypes, but then they have like exposed chest. I think it kind of betrays the character. I think if you're gonna go for like a shy, more reserved character, then they should be like pretty appropriately clothed. And the skin, she's more clothed on the skin. Anyway, the Cat Amber. I might honestly buy the Cat Amber like wallpaper screen, because this is a cope for me, by the way. I'm hoping that one day Yostar will look at all of like the Battle Pass stuff they have, realize, man, there's a lot of people who bought these, but we didn't like give them a skin. We're gonna retroactively like start making skins for these now, and then I might get like an Amber skin. That will never happen, but one can dream. That didn't take long. Oh, well, I guess an insurrection act has been engaged. You were just surprised. Yeah, I did point out the negatives. Just surprised I got it. Yeah, again, I'm. I have my own opinions of like Fuyuka's default outfit, and so I bought the skin with those reasons in mind. But like I said before, the actual character I'm interested in is goes by the name of Eleanor. She briefly showed up in like chapter 3. This is the character I'm interested the most in. I think her design looks really good. And as someone who does not give a shit about what gacha community is spewing shit at each other over a pink-haired waifu, I'm just gonna enjoy this one in peace and not have to worry about anyone making comparisons between their pink-haired waifu and this pink-haired waifu. That's nice. All right, who did that? We're gonna have a problem. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna continue this bluff. We'll see how much longer we can go with this. I should definitely do the other path. Hello, Madam Marvel. Yeah, but this is too intriguing for me to not try the other paths. I did not like that Fuyuka was crying there. Hello, my brother. And hello, Soxcalibur. You missed quite the conversation we were having earlier. We were having a conversation about why Enfield's not doing well. And someone mentioned, is it because of the gacha system? And then I said, no, that's stupid. It's not because of the gacha system. It's because Enfield is bad. Duh. Am I going into voice call? Am I just going to focus on the story and you're just going to entertain chat? Is that what we're doing here? What did I say? Oh, did I say Enfield by accident? Well, I meant Do It Night Abyss. I meant Do It Night Abyss, guys. Obviously, Enfield's not out on Steam. Did I play beta too? I played beta fucking nothing, alright? Hello, Joan Harvey. No, sorry, Jay. If I said Enfield by accident, I meant to say Do It Night Abyss. Are you okay with me being in chat? Why? I mean, call? Sure, why not? If you want to have conversations with them, I'll just be focusing on the story. I'll just be reading. There's a lot of story to go with this chapter. Oh, hey.
But yeah, Enfield's dead, guys.
Mic down.
Enfield's dead. So dead.
All right. Keep the fucking keyboard clicking and mouse clicking to a minimum. I don't mind you chatting, but keep the noise pollution to a minimum.
I just smelted every W engine I had under the sun.
Oh, we're using the seal to make our army now. What the fuck?
Even the everything, just everything, every purple, it's destroyed tomato, just poof, ether. I'm trying to basically get another dupe of the Chingy engine, so I can be 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, it's already P3 right now. I'm just 40 off from being able to buy another one. How's your story?
There's literally 3 branching paths. And they don't loop back into each other, at least not yet. Like these are fully fleshed out like story decisions.
Darcia, that's her name. She's hot. I would get her if I could. Can I get this emoji symbol off my screen? So I can actually see shit? Get the fuck off my screen. Okay. Well, now I've just enlarged in chat and I can't see the stream itself, but that's fine with me. Are you okay? You sound tired. I'm cool. I'm fine.
He's been home all day. He's probably been taking at least 3 naps.
Yeah, I'm just relaxed right now. Need pulls in ZZZ tomorrow. Do I have to wait to stream the polls?
I have work at 9 a.m.
I'm not waiting.
I mean, it's a guarantee rerun banner. I don't think it's really all that compelling to actually, like, watch.
Yeah, I'm not fucking... You're not gonna see my polls, dead ass. Come back later when the mace bitch comes out. It'd be funny if Ari Bro started streaming on the channel without you. We had that conversation before. We had the conversation that maybe I would do like random gameplay streams and then like during super downtime, but he shot that idea down. Yeah, I'm just going for one Sambi dupe. The second effect being entirely ult focused is just not valuable in my eyes. Sure, you get 12 crit rate, but AMB doesn't have a crit rate problem. Or at the very least, not my Ambi. Chad, I didn't realize I'm sick apparently.
Bro,
Thanks,
I had
Frontier.
an inner ear infection a few days ago, and when I bought new headphones, I had to buy new headphones today, by the way, guys, because my right headphone was like dying in like the last 2 days, so I just went ahead to get a replacement. But before I got a replacement, I went ahead and just looked inside the headphones, and then I came to the realization, oh, that's probably how I ended up with the inner ear infection when I'm wearing headphones like those, like for God knows how long.
I guess I'm also tired of the Enfield gacha talk.
Which ones did I get? I just got a replacement of the ones I already used, the G 432 series. You know, the ones that you would probably see like Tyler One wear. G432?
Alright, bro, no bias.
Yeah, G432. Logic G432.
How's that for no bias? Pull for the one you want.
Arsane, do you have Yuzaha?
Time for biases.
This isn't biases. This is planning a route based on what they have. Yep. Do you have Jane Doe? Okay, so if you do not have so since you have Jane Doe and since you have Yusaha, if you get Alice, you can do monophysical. And even though people say you need M2 like M1 or M2 Jane Doe, I think it's still fine even if you have M0 Jane Doe. Oh, alright. Well, this is where it's over.
Yo, I want Albedo. I want all the church girls. Starting with the cute one, like we saw at the start. What was her name again? She was like the white outfit.
Have I died yet or what? Okay, yes. Please come in here and just execute me. Yes, please. Shoo her away so Fearens can come in and, like, kill me or something.
So do they actually fucking kill you, or?
No, yeah. You missed something. So at the end of chapter at the end of chapter 5, we were investigating like a small scale like possibility of like United Harvest, which is like a company that focuses on agriculture and food production for the entire like world. There was a possibility of like ultra processed foods getting pushed out through the production, which is not good for United for the poor and like trekkers, because the food actually is not nutritious enough to like sustain people on a lower budget or people out in the wild. So we went to investigate it, and it became a massive rabbit hole where they were like breeding like plant soldiers. And then Darcia confronted us, who's the leader of United Harvest, and she did it for the sake of swearing loyalty for the tyrant, who she in her head believes controlled the world at one point. So I could have decided to accept her terms and become and she would lead an army for me. I could bluff and try go along with it and eventually try to get out of it, or I could just straight up refuse her. Now, unfortunately, I went along with the bluff, thinking that that would be the most interesting thing to kind of see what happens. But unfortunately, what happened is that Darcia just became incredibly power hungry to do everything in my stead, which includes attempting to execute my friends, at which point I had to like shoo them away, and also taking some of the people I knew in United Harvest and putting them in breeding or like test tubes to try and like help sustain and grow the army stronger. And and then it culminated into a point where then my only option left to prevent Darcia from going on a massive tirade was to offer myself into the test tubes to create like the most powerful forms of plant life. And then at which point I was stuck down there for 4 years, because the creatures only had like a lifespan of 4 years. So that at that point, the only thing that could happen was wait till 4 years is up for all the plant life to then die, and then Furious would execute me before Darcia could then breed another round of soldiers.
I take it back. I don't like this Darcia person. Let me go back to Big Tit Surfer Girl. Finish her massage technique. Oh, it should have been me.
Also, there's something funny about me dying, and I'm not really fixated on like recollect or anything. I'm just getting massaged because I literally haven't moved for 4 years.
Finish her massage. It should have been me.
I was talking earlier in the live stream how I like how the tyrant handles death a lot better than like say Subaru in ReZero, is because the tyrant's not too fixated on like the death happening, and it's just more so reflecting on what happened and got them to that situation. It's a lot more tongue-in-cheek and reflective instead.
Well, the whole game is a lot more tongue-in-cheek in general. You know, Sullivan, is kind of hard to pick which of the demon girls to pick from. Both very, very good.
All right, y'all. Which one leads to the other bad ending?
You think they know?
I'm sure one of them knows.
Take her army. The obvious one is refuse.
Neither.
It's so obvious.
Vita's suggesting just take it and then ask her to kill herself.
Who's Vita?
Vita's the phone that keeps telling me to sign soul contracts so she can level up. She's literally just telling me, just take the deal and then just have the bitch off herself. Like it's Fear Ren. Bro, Vita goes hard.
No, don't do it. That girl was hot in Fear and they just killed her. How do I?
Okay, so I'm going to assume if I just follow through on this, then I won't have to worry about losing my friends because my friends will be with me during that time.
Absolutely, my word is law. Go big dick.
All right, yeah,
That's what I would
let's
have
go
picked.
let's go big dick.
Play along? Pff, that's for pussies. Damn, she is actually kind of hot, even if she's crazy.
Oh, instead of refusing, I'm just basically saying you're not good enough, bitch. All right, that works for me.
Wasn't that Tyrant's whole shtick the whole time? Enact
Not my tyrant.
overconfidence?
My tyrant has always been the analytical one. I always choose the middle option.
Right, but there's only one route. You can't not press F to pay respects. It doesn't matter what tyrant you are.
Did you want me to stream, by the way?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. I really did just think playing along was the best option. Well, shit. Shit. All right.
Wait, shit, what? Being immune to magic means jack shit when you're a petite woman. So true. They could probably still beat you to death with whatever item of their choice. I gotta admit, I do hope they put the event stories that I spam skipped into the story thingy, because I want to read Amber's dialogue. Even though I know it's probably going to amount to, I like cats.
What'd you say? What story? You mean Shia's story? Or the Snowish Laru story?
Both of them. I skipped both of them.
Amber wasn't in Snowish Laru. You had like a cameo from like Flora.
Then I don't want
You had like a
Laru.
cameo from like Flora, Cosette, and then like one other person. Frisia.
Thanks for the assist, homie. I don't have to read that story now. Whenever it gets thrown into the event catalog. But I did miss Swimsuit Amber. So, you know, feels bad, man. I guess I could launch Stellasaura, do my weekly boss for Shia material. You missed Shia, unfortunate. I'm waiting for a Shia rerun. Ever since Shia's banner ended, I've been saving all of my currency for a Shia rerun. I genuinely don't have any other characters I want other than like the commission girls in the red outfits. Like the ones that are like the NPCs in the menu screens. I'm holding out for the idea that they're playable, but honestly, we're kind of losing. We're kind of losing it on that. Not really interested at this point.
So I don't really need to go back and just say no to her just without like the tyrannical aspect to it.
There's an update of 800 megabytes. Well, time to go piss. Maybe figure out a snack while I'm at it.
Noise pollution. Amber meta in the game. She's literally the starting character. That's probably a fat negative. I should have muted this guy like earlier. Great.
I got
you done making noises in the stream chat?
What?
We can hear all that shit, by the way. You mucking with the curtains, fucking around with shit out there.
We don't have curtains. Why are you lying to them?
You know what I fucking mean? The blinds.
It wasn't the blinds.
I don't care. Your noise gate is dog shit.
Amber is good in an Ignis team? Yeah, I've been using 2 teams since the game came out. An Amber team, and then
having no voice dialogue and no grunts really helps the narrative. Yeah, it does. If people can get over the idea of needing to actually have voice dialogue, then that gives a lot more flexibility for what a story can do. Simply put.
Is she a good DPS? Amber's decent. Like, obviously the 5 stars are going to outpace her. Like, that's just going to happen. But if you just need a character to go through your fire content, you can do it. Granted, you will need a Flora, and you will most likely need the dragon girl. Like, you're most likely going to need to do a little bit of a wheelchairing. Amber auto attack build is pretty good. No, that build is trash. You want to go fucking skill build. You want to go skill and detonates. Amber's auto attacks are fucking hot garbage. Like you can snag some auto attack effects as you're building it, but you primarily want to just spread the damage out. Primarily, let's say like a 70% focus skill, 30% focus attack, basic attacks. Because your most of your damage in this game, the vast majority of the time, is those detonates. That's when you're getting your big bursts of damage. The main issue with Amber is that her attacks don't penetrate. They hit one mob at a time. So it would make her struggle insanely so in instances where there are multiple enemies you need to hit. You definitely do not want to go solely auto attack, because then your shotgun blasts are not going to help you in group content, and those shotgun blasts are amazing in group content. The shotguns do pierce though, and especially with detonates, your shotgun blast will cover like half the fucking screen, and you shoot it like 3 times. And you want to make sure you absolutely get the card where after activating skill, you can activate it a second time within 4 seconds. Detonate is pretty broken in this game? No, the whole game is built around detonate. It's not broken, it's the way you should be playing. That's why numerous times whenever I talk to people about this game, I feel like I'm going fucking crazy. People always are like, oh man, Tulia's so good, Tulia's so good, Tulia's so good. It's like, no. She gives you a bunch of attack buffs, but it doesn't change the fact that if you use her in an element she's not supposed to be in, you could just use the other element to do the detonates, because you're supposed to. That's how the whole game works.
Okay, well, I guess until all elements have like premium team options, Tilia is just a better option by way of the fact that the numbers of the other.
Yeah, you kind of have to put Atilia on, because Rock only has fucking 2 characters. It's dead in a ditch. But outside of Rock, you have plenty of options. Well, plenty, quote-unquote. It's kind of hard to get a fucking 4-star in this game. Again, just for reference, chat, I did the vast majority of my playing in this game in the first 3 weeks. Let's say 1 month, right? I did basically all the game's content in 1 month. That includes most of the endgame modes, barring like the level 80, level 90, level 100 loadout requirement arenas, which is just the same thing you already were doing. Just fight the mobs, but they have scaled up HP. I've basically gone through all the way up to the level 70s or 80s, like requirement. It's like there's 2 numbers. There's the 25 requirement for the record, and then there's like the 90 requirement of your characters. Just one of the 2. Amber, my beloved.
She looks great in the office outfit.
Correction, she looks great in any outfit.
Hello, Sanders. There's something funny about how Fuyuka being like a much older banner character, and she's still in the story. Nazuka ain't.
You can just say Wuwa bad. It's okay.
He said it, Chad. I didn't. Is Arikado gonna drop the Endfield drama video? What drama video? Like literally the only thing I had any interest to say about Endfield in like a video format, at least as of right now, was me doing an unfiltered episode where I basically say, yeah, I don't really care, guys. I'm getting a free Ardelia on day 3 of a login event, and as well as her weapon, and I also really like the administrator, so I'm good. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can fight this one out. I don't give a shit. Y'all should be focusing more on the fucking game, alright?
Is Ardelia 6-star? Okay. Hey, Chad, is Ardelia 6-star? Do we get a free pick 6-star? Is that where we're going with this? Chat, did we get a free pick 6-star, or is it just that character? Just that one? I fucking hate it here. I don't even know what the character looks like. I could love the character, but I hate it here.
Would y'all rather hard pity 160 pulls instead or spark 120? I'd rather play the fucking game. Alright?
Remember how
everyone wanted to shit on Stellasaura? None of them actually wanted to play the fucking game, alright?
Guys, remember how I've said numerous times I don't care about the pull economy in, let's just, like, say Genshin or whatever. I just play the game because I want to play the game. You're seeing in real time Ari basically have the same mentality of, I don't care, let me play the game to see if it's good first. This is the same thing. This is the same exact vibe of, oh my god, can we just shut the fuck up about this? The game's not even out yet. We haven't even touched it. We don't even know what a character is going to play like. We can just only assume that we might like the ones that the way they just we don't know what the daily gameplay is going to be. We don't know what the team building is going to be. We don't know what anything is going to be.
Just come out and say I don't like Endfield, so I'm going to weaponize the emotions of free-to-plays for my own self-serving interests. Just say that. That's all you give a shit about, and then leave it at that.
I'm not even going to say that. I'm just going to say shut the fuck up.
I said it. I said it. What if my account gets bricked? Unbrick it. It's that simple. Yo, can Cosette actually come and kidnap me? Bruh, Cosette, where the fuck were you? We last saw you digging a hole and then failing a job interview.
I think we said this before. People who quote-unquote brick their accounts. First off, your accounts never brick. There are plenty of things you can do. Second, in the event you brick your account, you just have really bad critical thinking skills. Our buddy was stuck on, like, Kafka for unironically, like, 3 weeks in Star Rail. The story version, because they didn't, like, have any support, like, or anything, or upgrades properly from just using their stamina day by day as they're passively going through the story. Nothing. And bear in mind, this guy plays a lot of games.
Dude, it would be so funny if Cosette and her goal to, like, kidnap the tyrant would actually result in her saving me. That would actually be hilarious. I pray to God that's what's gonna happen, because that'd be so funny.
I actually do know of that plot point at least, and that would be kind of quirky.
I really like Cosette. I haven't even like read her character story or like really dug into her, but I just really like Cosette.
Isn't it just the I gotta be evil. I gotta be evil. Oh, I'll do this thing. No, I gotta be evil. Gotta be evil.
No, it's not really gotta be evil. Like, so in chapter 2, Aloria like tried to like stop you from like doing destroy her stopped.
Yeah, I played that.
Yeah.
I played chapter 2.
So then
It's
said,
like
"All right, Cosette, you need to go get her for me." And then she's just been trying to do that this whole time, but she failed miserably. She tried digging a massive ditch in chapter 3 in the woods for me to fall in, but then she got her soda stolen by like one of the boar creatures, and then she was nowhere to be seen. And then we then used the ditch she dug to hide from one of the big 3 monsters and their hallucinating gas. And then she didn't show up for the rest of for chapter 4 at all. And then she was briefly mentioned in the start of chapter 5 because she was trying to get close to us because we were getting into a job interview to then so that we can then investigate United Harvest from the inside. And it was briefly mentioned that she also tried to interview and then did not get in. Hello, Xiaopan.
I don't like Shia's robots disappearing
zombie.
when there's no enemies on screen, even though a new wave is about to fucking spawn. Kind of annoying, honestly.
She about to lift the car.
Good old Shia and her Hammer of Dawn.
Exploration lines repeating over and over. I'm not I don't know who Tomato's referring to. Unless he's like referring to like something about the capybaras in Wuwa.
There's capybaras in Wuwa?
There wasn't like 2.8 in like Chisa's story.
I don't think capybaras are all that cute.
Me neither.
I'm just like, yep, that's an animal. It just looks like a ground sloth that everybody loves to portray with closed eyes. Do you have any character design that you've seen from OG Arknights that you like? Unlike some of those other games, like we were talking about the other night, I don't know a single Arknights design. Let me flip through them in a moment. Just doing my... I say weekly, let's say monthly, because I do not log into Stellasaura all that often. Why is this challenge boss fucking me up? It's kind of hard to play properly when I'm trying to fucking Shia auto attack cancel. Okay. You might want to check the skin too. I'd be here all day if I need to check every individual fucking character and their skins. It should take so long. Especially when the skin is not a skin, so it's its own variant, but then the character has skins and the skins show up in the fucking shop. Or not in the shop, they show up in like the character bio. Oh, that's what's fucking me up. There's a wind vacuum. That moves on a dime. What the fuck? Also, this boss keeps moving out of my fucking Attilia ground effect. Jesus Christ. Can we stop spawning things on top of me? I can't fucking see anything on the screen.
Okay, I don't need to be listening to this though, if that's what I'm trying to focus on the story. Alright. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing?
I'm fighting the... It's dead. There we go. Don't worry.
Okay,
all
great.
good.
Quit saying random shit. I want to focus on the story, alright? If you're not talking to chat.
That's why I asked if I should be here.
Yeah, so you can talking with chat's fine, but saying random shit or fucking rolling your left cheek across the keyboard, I don't need to hear that shit.
I'm trying to lock in. I just killed the monster.
Mute the fuck up. Bring Ari bro to tell him to shut up. I brought him here because I thought it would be in my best interest for him to focus on talking to chat while I can focus on the story so that we're not sitting here till fucking 3 in the morning just to get the story done and over with. But what I'm treating to is someone who will kind of talk to chat, but then we'll just focus on just making a bunch of random fucking noises because he doesn't understand the concept of what a fucking noise gate is, and then just bitch and complain about whatever the hell he's doing in any other game that he's playing right now.
Turn off my sensitivity. Okay, I'll turn down my sensitivity.
No, turn it. Okay. Not a healthy lifestyle, bruh. It's one fucking live stream, guys. All right, let's not lose ourselves here, okay? That's not the dynamic every live stream. It's just this live stream. I want to focus on the story. This isn't ZZZ 2.5. I want to pay attention to what's going on. All right.
Is that better?
Hey.
Is that better?
Are you clicking or doing anything?
I changed my sensitivity from 52 to 45.
You need to do something into the microphone that might pick it up.
I'm mashing.
No, you're still picking it up. Still picking it up.
Well, it was picking up because I was talking, but if I do it normally...
Whatever, just leave it alone.
It's not picking up.
I skipped ZZZ 2.5? No, I was half paying attention to ZZZ 2.5. There is a difference. There is a difference, alright? What, you think I'm gonna lock in for a 7-hour story?
I'll assume that's better.
Uh-oh.
You know what? I'm not gonna do my weekly boss. I don't want to. Need so much material, even if I was to get the weekly boss shit done. It's such a grind. It's such a grind. Just get the premium currency for some hot ass later and move on. That wish just sounds like something everybody would ask Tyrant for, I'm gonna be honest.
Hell yeah.
Kind of an L they didn't release the pink-haired girl next.
Nausicaa being an overprotective wife. She's got long black hair. She's the trad wife, guys. Come on. Is it that hard to understand? I mean, Mystique's kind of got her finger rubbing against her chin right now, so I might be losing to Mystique. That is a very unfortunate frame.
What do you mean unfortunate? Are you stupid?
What's a trad wife? Traditional wife. Are you not understand the concept of like traditional?
All right, it's possible that there are people that are not from different either groups and or freaking nationalities, so they might not know. What's with you two brothers and pink-haired girls? Name some examples. Okay.
So traditionalist is based on this fucking clanker.
Okay, but you said trad.
A traditionalist, yeah, that's an abbreviation for traditional.
I don't think most people know that.
Okay, a traditionalist is someone who upholds established customs, beliefs, and practices favoring older ways over modern changes, often rooted in a desire to preserve societal or religious heritage, viewing past traditions as superior or holding timeless truths. This can range from preferring older technologies, like vinyl records, or to deeply religious or philosophical stances, such as traditionalist Catholicism or that word. Philosophy that seeks this universal sacred source. Basically, a trad wife is she stays home, she takes care of the kids, all right? Man goes out, does the work.
How did we get here? Somebody asked what trad meant.
Yes, she stays home, she takes care of the kids.
Traditional. You literally could have just said traditional.
I did!
And then you pulled up the definition!
Because I was going to explain it. I was going to go further in. So wait. So you're telling me if someone doesn't understand what trad wife means, you think just me saying traditional wife is enough?
Yes, actually yes.
Bullshit. So stay-at-home mom. Yes, foolish monkey, bliss.
Are those pesticide guns?
No. I need Cosette to help me. We gotta get out of here. Bro, they fucked her up. The outfit for the soldiers are kind of clean. They're just Bloodborne players who've never left the PlayStation 3. Like, they still have it running to this day.
It's on 10%. Well, I'm not playing anything right now, so I should just read chat on the webs. So wait, these guys are who we trust with our food supply? And they look like they would gather a bunch of people up in a building and kill them all? And turn them into food?
Yeah. What? They just got bored and they decided to just breed a plant army down here, you know?
PlayStation 3 and Bloodborne, what a wild sentence.
What? Did Bloodborne not come out on the PS3?
4. It's PlayStation 4.
No, it got ported to PlayStation 4, right? Oh. No, it didn't. We grew up with Xbox, guys. The Xbox One kind of fucked us up, you know?
Maybe I should end.
It was a bad time.
Dark Souls return journey with Bloodborne because I've yet to play Bloodborne yet. I still have that PS4, like 20 feet behind me right this moment.
Yeah, but instead you watched Asmongold play fucking Dark Souls 3 like from like 4 years ago.
It's that or politics. I'll take the old Ash streams, man. Still runs like garbage? Well, I'm in for a good time. I'm so excited. I gotta be honest, guys. I don't know if I could do Stellasaura story if apparently it's like 7 to 8 hours long. And it's not even the unvoiced part.
I was referring to 2.5 ZZZ when I made that comment.
Well, didn't you do the previous chapter and it was 5 hours?
How long was that live stream? All right, fine. Let's go ahead and see. How long? You also have to take into consideration that I was also yapping with chat, so there was a margin of error. So when I look this up, just keep that in mind.
Okay, we'll give a margin of an hour.
How about you wait for a second? So this was a 6-hour live stream, and I started doing story content at around 2 hours. So it was about 5. No. Okay, it was about. Hold on. So I started. Well, let me pull up the VOD. So I started the story content at 2 hours in. Literally 2 hours on the dot. I started the story content. And then the story content ended at 5 hours and about 5 hours, 12 minutes. So accounting for the margin of error of me, you know, yapping with chat at any point, the story took about 3 hours. And that's on the long side. So the story took about 3 hours of chapter 5. And that was me doing like the bad endings as well and talking to chat.
I already went through all that song and dance, though, playing a story that is with rather uninteractive gameplay. I already went through that whole song and dance with Epic 7 for like 4 years.
Okay, well this isn't Epic 7, so you can either take it or leave it.
Honestly, leave it. I'm just here for the attractive character. Well, actually, not really. Why am I even here in Stellasaura, man? The reason I'm here is because it's low resource intensity, and I can keep it on my HDD. That's really the only reason why I still have Stellasaura, is because it's so easy to... Who is that?
That's Nyx.
Is that Nyx?
Just kidnapped her and shoved her in the tank.
Okay.
I don't know what two people they shoved in the tank in the bad ending, but I have a feeling it might have been like one of their two of their employees, like Rose and somebody else. Firen, I take it. Firen, I take it this wasn't what you had intended for Nyx. Either you wanted something on your own terms or just something not like that.
Those bubbles should be illegal. Bro, SS has the fastest dailies amongst all the gachas I have played. Does it have the fastest dailies? No, I think GFL2s are still faster.
GFL2 is the longest.
No, it's fucking not. You're so dumb. You are so dumb.
You have to fucking, you have to go, you have to do your patrols. You have to do your patrols. You have to do your PvP content. You have to go into the event tab.
No, don't do
you have to go into the event.
Like
you don't do PvP content, but just because you don't do it doesn't mean that it's not a thing everyone else is doing as part of their daily account upkeep. Well, fine, whatever. We'll keep it out because you're fucking retarded. All right, great. So all right. So let's take that one out. Okay, great, cool. You still have to do daily patrol. You then have to do fucking event content. So like the supply, you'll just have to go in and fiddle with the supply missions, and then you probably have to also do like an event like activity because they unlock on a day-to-day basis. Okay, then you also have to spend your stamina, and if it's a minor event, you also have to like do the checklists based on what specific tasks you need to do. And then if there's Gunsmoke Frontline that's running, you also have to do your Gunsmoke Frontline.
Do we get to, again, okay, I'm talking normal.
In Stellasaura, you spend about like 180 like 150 to 180 worth of stamina, and you get almost all your dailies done immediately. You then just click on the home, you also just click on the home screen, maybe give one gift, and then maybe spend one of like your 5 or 6 stamina uses on like a specific activity that gives you another bulk of login reward, and that's it. That's all you do.
Okay, what about doing a hangout?
What about doing a hangout? It's for 200 fucking relationship points. It's a mere pittance. And if you're worried,
you're not doing your hangouts. It's friendship.
All right, fine. You do that. All right, you select somebody. You select somebody for the hangout. You then click the skip button, and then you leave. Cool. You did that in like 5 seconds. You do that 5 times. Okay. Great.
Dab, I would agree with you if that HSR is the fastest if we're allowed to put auto battle into the equation. Auto battle and walk away. Are we allowed to say auto battle, click the thing and walk away? Does that count? Dab, if you're going to bring up the tickets, those are limited. You cannot have tickets up at all times. Also, if you use the tickets, you're not able to use the support feature, which is 200 daily points. Which, depending on what your dailies roll on that day, that you might... And I've had that happen before, where I use the tickets, but I can't get the 200 out of 500 points from getting a support. So by doing that, it doesn't get me to the max 500 sometimes. Just spend 120 energy to convert it? I didn't know I could convert it. Convert it into what? The coins for Hollow Zero? What if I don't want coins for Hollow Zero? What if I'm doing something else that day? Like relics, which are fucking 4 times the length. Sorry, not 4 times. Actually, probably did. Look, they're super lengthy, okay? Those are lengthy to do as well. ZZZ is not the fastest when I have to sit there and see Wipeout every time. Again, if we're including stamina into the equation. That's why I'm throwing my vouch towards GFL. Because Star Rail, if we don't include auto battle, you gotta wait for the auto battle, especially if you're not doing Hollow Zero, so you can't just coin it. And eventually you cap out on coins anyway. There was a different game. ZZ's again, not the fat. Oh god, ZZZ. If you're doing fucking, what is it called? If you're doing disc farming and you got to sit there and do it 60 at a time, that's also not fast. There's also the issue that depending on how much stamina you have, if you're going and like you're doing the HIA stuff, you're not even like you can't even hit play again because you went for 100. But now you only have 92 left, so you can't do 100 again. You have to go out, then you have to swap it back. You gotta take one of them off, so then it's back to 80. It's so bad. It's so annoying every time. Stam isn't counted for dailies. Well, if we're just talking dailies, then sure, I guess ZZ is the winner. You roll your dice at the doggo. You tell the Bang Boo to fuck off with a video quarter, and then you drink coffee. And then you close the game. Then yeah, ZZ is pretty fast. But in that case, I could say Genshin is even faster than ZZZ. You log back in right next to the crafting bench. You craft your stamina into 2 bubbles. And then you go talk to Catherine. Boom, it's faster than ZZZ. Bonus points if you're in Fontaine, where Catherine is right next to the fucking crafting table. If we're not counting stamina. Don't you have to run on domain? Nope. If stamina's not being counted, from what Excalibur said, then we not count stamina. If we're gonna play this game where I can't say ZZ is longer because someone says stam isn't counted, then we're gonna play this game and I'm gonna say Genshin's faster at that point. Is this the game we want to play, chat? Is this the game of goalpost shifting back and forth we're gonna play? Because I can do that. ZZZ stam can be shortened by using cards. Yeah, the limited cards that you have to spam Hollow Zeros to get the currency to buy, and even though then, isn't there like a limit weekly or monthly? Hell no. At that point, I'll bring up Genshin again. I TP to one spot in the desert, and then 2 feet away from the TP, there's 3 flies, and I snag the fucking crystals. Or, you use the new weekly feature, where you throw a bunch of shitty ore into a converter, you wait fucking 7 days, and then you have 15 of them right then and there. I don't have to go play Hollow Zero to get this damn card that there's only a limited amount of them. It's so stupid and bad. Okay? Especially when that currency, that card currency in Hollow Zero, is competing for other currency in that shop. Genshin also has to run stamina missions anyway. So again, which one is it? Are we counting stam or are we not counting stam? Because it's not great either way. Can we confirm something first? Are we counting the stamina or not? I don't know. We got 1 vote for count. Somebody added me. Discord. Dab, I know you did not send me a video of you doing your... Dab, you did not DM me. Well, not DM me. You did not at me doing Star Rail dailies. I'm one of the motherfuckers that still does Star Rail dailies. I'm not watching your video. I refuse to. I play the game daily. I don't need the explanation. Jesus Christ. Star Rail dailies takes time. And here we have another person that is erring on one side of the fence than the other, that we still haven't decided yet as to whether or not to count stamina or not. By the way, whenever I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, launch Star Rail. And then I fucking auto battle the stamina, and I go take a piss and go do my morning shit while it's going on. Why are we fighting whoever's the fastest? Because the well is dry.
You're the one
Same
who
as
started
every other
talking. I'm pretty sure you're the one who started this.
Yeah, and why did I do? Because the well is dry.
My
As
well is
always.
moist right now. I'm playing an intriguing story. I'm engaged in this story right now. I'm trying my best not to get distracted with what y'all are
Dip a
talking about.
bucket in my well. It's so moist. Oh yeah, if we aren't allies, then why did I gotcha pull for you? You could always look at AK designs, just saying. Arknights characters. There better be an easy way to sort by image. You better have an easy way to sort by image, monkey. I'm not about to go find a wiki, and the wiki, or like this resource, shows all of it with like only the headshot, and I need to click each individual one and get spammed with 5 ads that I have to close per character to then figure out which one I like. Oh my fucking god, this is a lot of characters. Jesus Christ. You just called a chatter a monkey? Ain't no way. Look above Dragons. You see Dragon Slayer who's above you in the chat? Look one more up. Okay? Okay? I'll even give you the benefit of the doubt, Arsane. You know what? No, I won't give you the benefit of the doubt. You're someone that gets blocked by chat being all or live chat or top chat all the time. So if this person that you apparently said I called a monkey is being blocked by the chat and you don't have the filter in order to fucking change it and see them, then you should very damn well not be insulting me when you have been a victim of that same issue before. You don't see that shit? Well, then you need to swap it. Because I did damn well call a chatter a monkey. And not only did I call them a monkey, I called them a foolish monkey. And not just a foolish monkey, but that foolish monkey.
The fuck is... What is going on? I'm
I'm starting to think I need to rethink my life. Okay, before I look through Arknights characters, should I even consider 3 stars? Right? Oh no, wait, the list of 3 stars is fucking tiny. Let's speedrun this. Oh, thank God. When I click on the character, it shows a full body image. Thank God. It's not like 7 different layers of ads and bullshit. The let Freckles talk to chat was a great idea. Damn straight. Okay. Can I sort by category? Can I sort by like 4 stars first? 4 stars. Okay, let's look through all the 4 stars.
I'm not Western, so don't know about any shit Western culture.
Which characters am I looking at? Somebody asked me to look through Arknights characters. That's what I'm doing right now. There's too fucking many of them. Spoiler alert. There's absolutely too many of them. You had more to say on Blue Archive characters? Because there wasn't as many, and we're on the internet, and we see some, like... How do I put this lightly?
No, we're not soul pacting just yet.
I'm
gonna jump into the piss.
We see some colorful individuals online that have some very colorful opinions on Blue Archive characters. How's that, okay? Arknights, though? I know jack shit about Arknights. I think most people know jack shit about Arknights' characters, especially their characters or anything. Like, even GFL 2, right? I think a lot of people, if you've just been kind of like, you know, moseying around on internet on like gacha or anime spaces, you probably maybe saw Macchiato or Springfield or like Leva a handful of times, right? Or even like Kluke, right? I feel like you've at least maybe seen them a bit here and there. Arknights, though, I can't think of a single face, a single recognizable, iconic face to Arknights, period. Just straight up. Just right out of the gate. Just can't think of a single one. I can think of some for Blue Archive. I can think of some for Nikkei, even before I didn't play Nikkei or anything like that. I don't think Arknights has that same pull. Just say Blue Archive bad and community is weird? No, because I think it's more entertaining to dance around it in creative ways, rather than just saying it outright. Also, realistically, I don't give a fuck. You like it, you can do it. It's fine. I don't care. Genuinely, whatever. Okay, I like this girl. She's like a fucking... Is that a gazelle? This girl named Hadia. She's a 5-star. I really kind of fuck with her. Is it a gazelle? I don't know what this animal is. I think it's a gazelle. Wait! Are these characters from a fucking music anime? Are these collab characters I'm looking at right now? Probably. Wait, does this girl have a massive anaconda coming out of her ass? Interesting. Okay, I got one winning design right now. I have Hadia. Hadia's pretty nice. Really like it. We'll see if we can find some more. Bro, share your screen. We can't see shit.
What are you guys doing?
Somebody suggested I should look at Arknights designs, and I said out loud, that is a girl with an anaconda coming out of her ass.
Just link it in the chat, dude.
Can I link it in the chat?
Is it not safe for? Is it not safe for work?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, I guess I'll look at it too.
You can click on the left. There's images to change the image.
Coming out of her ass.
Look at it.
It's just a tail. That.
Yeah, a tail of what? An fuck, how come I just said it multiple times? Anaconda.
I'm good, I don't. You're being stupid right now. More so than usual.
Hadia is not in global. Does that mean they're new? Well, new-ish. The global version could be like fucking years out from the CN version, for all I know. No, yeah, Hadia looks nice. But obviously I'm not going to play this game, so... You think I care? All I gotta do is right-click and click save, and then... Well, that's that for me. Bury it in a folder and never think of it ever again. Tower defense game. You think I care? Hey, there's Fuse. It's a very flexible tail. She need to come out to Endfield like now. Alright, okay. Global is 6 months behind. That's not that far, all things considered. But also that means Hadia is super new. My brain just humored the idea that if they're new, then I could just play the game when she comes out, and I hate that I just thought that. Look at this girl's not bad, too. Ponciris? Or Poncurus? However you want to pronounce it. Green-haired girl. Has a hammer. Which is pretty nice, too. There's a Monster Hunter Rathalos wearing bastard in this lineup.
Do I actually need to turn this shit up? I can't do it here.
Oh, I like this fire whistle girl. She's really attractive. Definitely gives off like the high school classmate vibe. Look up Thorn. Looks like your waifu. All right. What? This is a guy. I'm being trolled right now. Yeah, I'd rather shove Destiny 2's Thorn up my ass. You know, the revolver. Yeah, I'd rather do that instead. What have I joined into? Ari is doing the Stellasaura story, and because Endfield is coming out tomorrow, the chat has opted into getting me to kind of speed run look through Arknights character designs. Not Arknights Endfield characters, just Arknights characters, which is, spoiler alert, there's too fucking many of these things. Soda, it is a journey to look through and find some designs that I would like. Let me put it that way. So many characters.
Alright, what did we unlock? Oh, we're gonna cut back.
Oh, well, I definitely got to add this character to the list. They're a knight. I love knights. You're getting added to the list on principle. They're actual Arknights. How about that? Okay, maybe I'll get you off the list, though, because you're... If there's multiple other knights, I could just find a better design later.
Bro, these soldiers haven't been paid in 6 months? What the fuck is HQ doing?
My favorite is Brain Rot Cat and Snow Leopard Bell Cat. That tells nothing to me because I'm not gonna know, probably even if I do see them. If that's the one you're talking about. There's Tachanka. Do they have him with his shirt off? No, but they have him looking like a living bullet. Whisper Rain? Wait, I know this character. I know Whisper Rain. Yeah, you're getting added to the list. You're a cool-looking medic. April just looks like Amber from fucking Genshin. God, there's so many designs. There's so many of these damn characters everywhere. Yeah, I can see why somebody would be worried that their favorite character wouldn't be added to Endfield, considering this absolute beast of a roster. Okay, well, there's Amiya, who is the go-to. Everybody knows this character. They're apparently a donkey. Okay, we finally finished the list of 5 stars. Now it's time for the 6s. Le creme de la crop. You dare call our supreme leader a donkey? As a matter of fact, and they are indeed a ass, one might say. Oh, there's Pepe. She's got a very interesting looking hammer. Why the fuck are there 20 of you watching this man read story to himself? And then occasionally I'm chatting over here looking at Arknights character designs.
That is their decision to make. Alright? Hello, Forest.
Gotta be honest, I'm not jiving with a lot of these 6-star designs. I was jiving more with a lot of those 5-star designs.
What is even happening in the Stellasaura story? So, right now, we ended chapter 5 off with Darcia, the leader of United Harvest, wanting to offer her services and her plant army she's been breeding in an underground lab to take over the entire continent or the world. If I play along with her and bluff my way, then it only causes more problems and it leads to a bad ending. So I have to reject her, and I just have to keep her at arm's length and just find a way to stop her from waging a massive war against United Harvest HQ and her respective smaller branch, and eventually taking over the world. So Firenze is not part of this. Firenze and Nyx, despite some past altercations between the two of them, where Nyx got Firenze's father incarcerated for embezzlement. Apparently, Nyx didn't have a choice on that matter, and she's been investigating the situation, and it culminated in Firenze and Nyx patching up their relationship and being orchestrating behind the scenes their attempts to overthrow Darcia, which is what is going on right now. She just pledged her loyalty to me, and that makes her the 10th person that I've signed a soul pact with. And Vita has now unlocked new functionality where any monolith that anybody who's part of Boss Accord, who has a soul pact with me, anybody who ascends a monolith and gains temporary powers, which you lose when you leave the monolith, well, now I've unlocked the ability where anyone who gets those powers can still use them outside of the monolith for a full day. And apparently it's so game-changing that it could cause chaos in the country. So we're going to keep this under wraps for now. So she's going to move out. Her Firenze, Petal Bloom, and New Star Guild are all going to be in the monolith out in the sea right now, and they're going to gain some power, so then we can use to try and topple Darcia. Get the Seal of Grace out of this primary test tank out, and presumably also rescue Nyx, and then foil her plans. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Bagpipe. I think I've seen this character before. Okay, you got one recognizable character out of me. Bagpipe. I don't know who names their kid Bagpipe, but fuck it, maybe it's an operator name.
Understood 30% of what you said. We're trying to, there's a lot going on, okay? Yeah, this woman has a crazy-ass smirk. Oh, so that's her running animation. We're pretending to be on Darcia's side right now.
Alright, all you people out there that play Arknights, I have relatively found, and I'm now gonna spam the chat with 6 characters that I think are at least intriguing design-wise. Enjoy! If I ever played Arknights, these would be the characters I would attempt to go after. With the one I'm most attracted to would be Fire Whistle, and it's not even close.
Our female design looks pretty evil. We should just be evil. That's why I started playing this game, because I thought the Tyrant was such a nicely designed MC character.
I would hope that a game with so many characters you can just kind of wing it and not have to worry about fucking team comps. That I could just use the characters I like using. In reference to Arknights, of course, but it's probably not the case. I heard Arknights is free-to-play friendly in the endgame, so there's that. There's something that's going to be unfriendly in it. You can bank on that. I do not believe for a moment that there is somehow something that doesn't fuck you in the ass. Like at this point, with a game with so many characters like this, like just as I went through down that list, if I was to install this game right now, and they didn't have a new player, literally just pick any of them. You can have any of them. Just take any of them. Pick 10 of them. Free. Boom. Your choice. No strings attached. If a game like this wouldn't have that, I would be fucking appalled. It's just so much. Oh, especially if they would try and pigeonhole you into like, here's your starter characters, and here's like the free 4-star that everybody gets that's like good for progressing No, I don't want that. I want Hot Woman. Give me Hot Woman of my choice. You can't do this to me. I download the game. It's my right as an American. Five-star selector? Yeah, from a pool that they have pre-decided. That's the issue. I don't even need to download it to understand that it's not going to be a 5 of you pick anything. It's going to be a 5 of like, we got a handful that you could pick from, but it might not be the ones you want. Also, I didn't see anything. They actually do. Well, that's good. What about 6 stars, though? I don't get to play the American card, but I am. I am American. I can't just say I'm not American. That'd be lying. Open the pillow, Amber. There's a big forehead.
Can't wait for the lesbian drawings of her and Nyx. Whenever they get around to releasing Nyx.
Would they expose the forehead in those drawings?
Who knows?
Best healer in Arknights is literally a support class character. That's is that? Am I missing something when you say that? Like that just sounds like what you would naturally. The best healer is a support class character. What the fuck do you even mean? Wouldn't that be? Wouldn't that? That's just. Duh! Like, what does it even mean? There's a medic and then there's a support. Oh, great. We have a class within a class within a class. I did get stun locked because the support fucking supports the team.
What is Mina doing?
Mina was the friends that we made along the way.
Is Mina about to be put in the tank?
They gotta have someone be put in the tank that's not playable. Hedgehog, why are you saying, oh, I don't think that's an Arknights thing, that's just a tower defense thing? Try in every video game thing! The support usually is a healer! What are we doing? We're literally missing the forest.
The trad wife is here. And the
I
gang.
saw one of the characters you like is in the free selector. Okay, are there 6 free selectors, though? Correction, are there 3? Because 3 of the characters I like are 4-star, so I could probably get them super easy. If you're telling me if I was to install that game and I get 1 character to pick from and the rest is a crapshoot, nah, hell nah, man. That's bullshit. That game had, like, I just looked through, like, 200 fucking characters. You can't tell me that I can't fucking micro-pick my own personal choices. Want to hear something funny? No. Those bubbles are criminal. At this rate, I don't even think Darcy is playable with how much fucked up shit she's doing. Okay, you can talk amongst yourselves, chat, about Arknight metas. I'm fucking throwing a soup in the microwave.
I don't want to hear the microwave, please. Mute your microphone.
I hit my mute button.
あらあらフィレン太郎どうしたの剣を向ける相手を間違えているわよいいえ間違えてなどいませんだってこの剣はいつか訪れると信じて待ち続けた
It's quite
この
quiet.
日のために用意したものなんですからあくまで私の計画を邪魔するとまったく残念だわ信じた人に裏切られるその胸の痛みを知るあなたならどんな犠牲を払ってでも この期待しすぎたよね。それどころか裏切られた時の心の傷すらまだ埋まっていないくせに、自分は平気ですって顔し、とはいえそんなに彼女が大切なら、この培養ポッドの管理はフィレンに任せても。ごめんなさい、それこそ残酷よね。ならこうしましょうか。あなたにもこのポッドに入ってもらって、彼女と一緒に一生私のために。
何を言い出すかと思えば、これ以上あなたの無駄話に付き合っている暇はないわ。
無駄話だなんて心外ね。大切な話なのよ。外では夏香と花咲旅団がうまく立ち回っているせいで、第三世代の地生植物でも手を焼いているようだし、でもそこにあなたという肥料を加えれば、地生植物は第四世代へと進化することができる。そうなれば向こうに勝つ。
Do we even know what the next banner in this game is gonna be?
Oh.
そうであ
I think it's just a standard character that's gonna be on the next banner.
それはないでしょうね。
So you don't know. Okay.
Let me double check the patch. Check the patch. It had like a fucking.
仕方ないけ
Okay.
ど、ここはニュクスに残業してもらおうかしら。
残業？
ええ、肥料を増やせないなら
I bought some Frito Scoop chips
抽出量を増やす。
because when I tried yours, I was like, man, those were pretty good. So I bought my own.
Miracle of a flicker. Okay. 1.5 preview. Here we go. All right. Thank you, Reddit. Where's the banners? January 26th. Mystique. That's the banner. It's just gonna be a Mystique run.
I wonder if they have new leaks.
ただこれにはリスクもあって、抽出量を極端に増やすとね。とはいえあなたが拒んだのだから、それも仕方のないことなのだけど。ダリシア
Do you know that Wraith character that was leaked before? The white
Yeah.
outfit, basket, and the big tits? I wouldn't mind going for her.
その優しさが命取りよ。一体どうされたのです？万が一にも我が君を傷つけるわけにはいきませんので。我が君、なぜこのようなものをおかばいになるのですか？
ええ、ありがとう。は？私を捨て駒として使うようには言ったけれど、あなた自ら盤上に立つようお願いした覚えはないわ。
ああ、なるほど。そういうことでしたか。その忌々しい女が。ですがどうぞご安心を。すぐに我が君を救い出し、フィレンについても肥料に。
恨まないでちょうだいね。だって今はおしゃべりの時間ではないんだから。それとさっきは私とあなたを同列で語っていたけれど、そもそも私はこの世界が汚れているだなんて思っていない。そうね、あなたはただ 愛に飢えているだけ。おそらくこれまでの人生で誰かに愛されたという経験がないのでしょう。
何を言い出すかと思えばいいこと。我が君こそ誰よりも私を愛してくださっているの。当然でしょう。私は我が君の一番の理解者であり最も忠実なしもべなんだから。ですので我が君、今すぐそれを証明してご覧に入れましょう。
その体は。
Someone's a bit too in the weeds.
Oh, she's not playable. Unfortunate. Oh well.
How do you know that? This could just be a clone.
Look at her!
Read the text. Fucking read, gacha loser.
I don't know anything that's going on. I just jumped in the chat stream randomly.
いつの間に。魔王さん、まさか自分の体まで植物にしちゃうだなんて思いもしなかったけど、それじゃあとは任せたわよ。
To get the key off her? Great. All right, let's get this over with. Get the tank open. Mina's obsession with rules is synchronizing with the plants. That's unfortunate for you. Finally, the piss.
What?
I get to be in the piss.
What does that have to do with anything?
The chess piece is at the bottom. I have to get it out of there. Yo, I kind of want a screen cap of this. Oh, wait, I can't. I am finally one with the piss.
Dear diary, my brother's fantasies became a reality. Also, isn't she just going to turn into a weekly boss?
Oh, I guess, yeah, I guess that's the next fight coming up.
No playable Darcia. GG. Save currency.
But will she actually... That's not even the same boss.
That's one of the bosses? What are you talking about? Yeah, with Beauty.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's not a weekly, but I know it's a boss.
Thought there would be some semblance of her. Oh shit, we'll get a redemption arc. I mean, that depends on whether or not she returns to her normal form after whatever happens.
Yeah, redemption's kind of hard when you're a plant. And a dead plant.
あなたが思い描く理想の魔王ではないの。だってそうでしょ。あなたは自らの手でビショップの駒を奪った。
It's kind of hard to implant yourself. I see what you did there, because, like, you know, roots are hard. Because, like, you know, you meant hard with the pun there. I get it. I get it. Nobody else would get it, but I got the joke.
私が受けて立ちましょう。
I tell you, when the game first came out and this was one of the two bosses in like the endgame mode, I think to this day this boss was definitely the hardest of all the like two boss endgame modes where you fight one on one side. There's just too much shit on the screen when you fought this one. And like it was too narrow of like a moving space.
This thing has so much health. Oh. Under new management. Under new management.
Is it time for a cutscene? Glub, are you slurping up the piss? Glub glub. I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Oh, hold on.
So what if you can say a darker side of me? Bro has a hidden talent. Well, all the asparagus really helped. The Rovina raid is the hardest, right? What are we talking about? Is that another Arknights thing? What does asparagus have to do with anything? Asparagus makes the piss smell differently. That's the joke because we kept talking about piss water.
Could you like you couldn't like find a better time to like maybe like bring that up? I thought you were at least
You know,
trying
I
to
was
respect
thinking that. I was thinking that, but you invited me. Okay.
I didn't. Bruh.
Sorry, that part I could have muted. Have you collected other pieces yet, or is this the first other piece?
I mean, we have Fegan's little soldier piece.
You mean the pawn?
Yeah. So I guess I didn't lose any memories. All right.
Darcia gone. Currency saved.
What's currency? You were really playing the game, are you? Where the fuck's Cosette?
Coming out.
I thought Cosette was gonna rescue me. Damn it, bro! They keep cock blocking me with Cosette. I just want to see her do something funny or like hype moment. All right. I want to see the silly kidnapper who gets held up doing stupid stuff do something funny or awesome.
I guess I'll take Solace and Amber. Which is very easy to do. Is Fuyuka just your fifth person in the squad now?
I mean, we'll have to say goodbye to her soon, but
No.
I doubt she's gonna follow us. She's probably gonna stick with Petal Bloom.
What, did she follow you because in chapters 3 and 4 there were murderous plants? And this is where it was coming from?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not entirely sure why Fuyuka has stuck along after the end of chapter 4, but I'm not complaining. More Fuyuka, you know? They could have had, like, literally anyone else from Petal Bloom, or just nobody from Petal Bloom at all, but they decided Fuyuka gets to cable
Field monkey.
See a monkey.
And she was such a good design, too. ChatGPT, is she sick? I guess we can figure out what the next character is going to be by them saying where you're going next.
I don't know any other company.
Well, look, if they say you
We're
gotta
going
go
to the China
Holy
region,
Land-
aren't we? We're going to
No,
the China
no, no,
region, aren't we?
church. We gotta go to church. We just witnessed somebody die. We need to go repent. Let us go to church. Let us go to the church girls. And not kill the church girl of my choice. Please.
We're going to Chinese
Can't do
church.
We're not going to China. Remember what you said? China would be like the second area.
Nazuka really is a trad wife? That's what I fucking said hours ago. Bruh.
Right, but I think someone else was confused. It wasn't...
Yeah, well, I
Our
guess they're
thing.
just gonna stay confused, guys. I'm
It's okay.
I'm
It's not ille- it's
tired
not-
of being Chinese.
It's not illegal to be confused anymore, so I think they're fine. Yeah, Tomato asked it.
Okay.
Okay, so you're following a compass.
Jack Sparrow.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh god, is it pirates next?
Pirates? I've never seen a pirate faction in this game.
I'm fucking joking because we said Jack Sparrow.
Oh, okay. Technically, she is story involved the pirate ship.
今日の気分は
Oh yeah, it did. That pirate character was attractive.
そうやって悩んでも結局はレモンティーにするんでしょ。
よくわかっているじゃない。
学生の頃からずーっと不思議に思ってたんだけど、フィレンって基本的に何でもスパッと決めるのに、どうして自動販
あら、言っていなかったかしら。
Sudden voice? Yeah, it's the end of the
こう
chapter.
して迷っているとね。優しいだ。
あらー、奇遇ね。私も言ってなかったんだけど、これまでフィレンの代わりに払った26,000
I would have preferred Nyx personally, guys.
近いうちに請求するからよろしくね。
Like you would have not pulled Furens.
ケチ。
I own every character right now. We're gonna keep the streak going. It doesn't matter.
How much money have you
買う
spent?
のは自分でしょ。
I've bought
それはそう。
one subscription and 2 battle
どう
passes.
して私がフィレンに飲み物をおごるのっていつ以来だっけ？
My worst pulls was Fuyuka. Everyone else I've gotten within like 30 pulls. Several characters I've gotten within 10 pulls, including some standard banner characters.
3年と268日ぶりよ。
Makes her look like she's pregnant.
I think that's the pillow doing most of the heavy lifting.
ってどうしてニュクスまでレモンティーを飲んでいるの？
だってこれは降格処分に対する反発、嫌がらせだから。カンパニー中の自動販売新規からレモンティーだけ買い占めて、誰かさんを
降格処分に対する？
Some days I wonder if these voice actors ever think to themselves, what the fuck am I reading?
でもあれはダリシアの目を欺くため二人で立てた作戦だったでしょ？
Probably not.
それはそう。
They just think, alright, on to the next thing.
マーケティング部でかなりこき使われてきたのも事実なんだけど。
なら監査官に戻る？このタイミングならそれも可能よ。
監査官やめとくよ。特別扱いだなんだって言われたくないから。それにマーケティング部の仕事だって。
Tell that to the Snowbreak VAs.
Okay, so can you sound a little bit more horny?
Yeah, no, okay, so I need you to talk about how thirsty you are for the adjutant. I know we just had, like, literally 11 other women in the booth do the exact same thing, but bear with us, it's actually part of the plot. And we also need you to make, like, high-pitched, slightly sensual squeals for our not buckshot roulette game mode where you shoot water at each other.
Can you lick the microphone?
I was thinking about it, and then I realized
Not you!
that sounds stupid.
Not you, you
What?
fucking moron!
Oh.
こういう場合、立場は関係ないと思うのだけど、内容が内容だからそうさせてもらうわ。とにかく今度から私の写真を使うとき、証明写真を使うのはやめてくれないかしら。正直自分でもあの写真は気に入っていないのよ。
Never, Forrest.
でも他の写真なんて持ってないし、それに証明写真なら確実にフィレンだってわかるでしょ。
はあ、わかったわ。今度別の写真を渡すから、それを使ってちょうだい。
それ、今のフィレンの話と通ずるところがあるんだけど、きっとこの先、あなたはみんなを引っ張る立場として、どんどん仕事が増えていくと思う。でもね、だからこそ、苦しい時ほど笑顔を忘れないでほしいの。上手。
なら聞くけど、普段はムスッとしている上司が、
He did think about licking.
突然ニ
You
コ
are
ニコ
correct.
し始めたら、下の人はどう思うのかしら。
フィレンが急にニコニコし始めたら、
そんなの恐怖でしかないでしょう。何よそれ、結局ダメじゃない。
かもね。だけど私としてはキリッとした顔のフィレンも好きだけど、優しいだから私のためにまた昔みたいに笑ってくれない？
昔みたいに。仕方がないわね。他ならぬあなたの頼みなら特別に聞いてあげなくもないけど。
ほんと？なら明日から毎日笑顔のフィレンに会えるのを楽しみにしてるから。お、そうだ、さっき言ってた新しい写真、せっかくだし私が撮ってあげようか。
あなたが？
だってフィレンの一番可愛い顔は親友の私が一番よく知ってるんだから。
そうやってもっともらしいことを言って。まったく、あなたという人は本当に強引なんだから。まあ、だからこそ気の強い私とも気が合うのでしょうけどね。ニュクス、今日までありがとう。そして今この瞬間から改めてよろしくね。
Wait, did they always do this as their outros?
They did one for Chapter 4.
Weird. of a music video. What is this waifu ending? This is totally like the like it's like you just finished watching your anime episode for the week.
I liked the chapter 4 ending, ED definitely better. With Petal Bloom. It even like flashed like the chapter 1 and 2 characters.
That blouse though, bro.
I expect a lot of Yuri on the subreddit. Okay, what's the after credit scene?
China, 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 China.
Oh, right, it's Serena.
Who's Serena?
She was with Petal Bloom in chapter 3. They've yet to show her face. Wait, isn't this a Grace Emporium character? I just realized, is this a Grace Emporium character?
Serena? Are you saying Serena's a Grace Emporium?
Okay, I won't know. I won't know.
Okay.
Unfortunate. Hold on.
Bastina, I remember her name now. The white outfit girl. That's the one I'm waiting for.
Why do people hate the story so much in Wooba? It's a long story.
It is actually kind of crazy to see how they recovered in version 2. Slowly fumbled the ball as patches went on. And then patch 3 has revealed kind of a lot of the true colors of the writing, the long-term story, and all that shit.
Wait, this is the maid with the fox. This is the maid with the fox tail.
Uh-oh. China.
Japan. No, I know they're like Japanese maids with like
Oh. Oh, isn't that the white girl with the
on the
thin
battle
blue
pass
outfit?
card? Yeah.
Yeah. She's kind of attractive.
We're not going to China, yippee!
We're going to Japan.
We're going to maids. We're going to see Grant. You.
Oh, you have that?
Oh shit. Let me see that. That's her. I think that's her right there. I think that's her right there. Right there.
Probably her.
Yeah, I think that's her. I think that's the one. We'll see her next patch. Hell yeah.
I'm not too captivated personally. What if we kill her too?
He's reeling.
Reeling? I didn't really care that much. You want to know who I care about? Go back to the battle pass.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, we can hear her voice now, can't we?
Yeah, she has a voice now. Willow.
I don't know who that is.
I still want you, Willow. You're right there in front of me, and I can't have you.
There's also another image of Willow's in one of these.
Yes, in the finale echoing and in the battle pass.
I think she's hotter, if I'm being honest.
Even her sister on the right is also hot.
Wait, they all
Yeah,
look,
her sister's
they
also
all
hot.
they all have that hair thing going on.
She did.
She did.
She was hot and she's dead.
She's dead and she's hot.
Look at the church.
I'm at the church. That's her. I swear. Is that not Serena?
Oh, that's definitely her. No, you're right.
That's definitely Serena.
Bastina. Bastina.
How the story chapter 6 better than 5? 6 is
I'm gonna be honest. I think I like that Serena girl more than Albedo.
I like 5.
Exposed belly button does a lot of heavy lifting.
I like chapter 5 more, but 6 was very good. 6 was indeed very good.
Nobody can defeat the people's champion Bastina, though.
I think chapter 6 definitely paid off very satisfactory.
No Kaide.
I
I never noticed Fuyuko in the background, I'm gonna be honest.
yeah. Alright. T minus. I can't count. T minus 19 hours from now. Arknights Endfield. We will resume then. Y'all prepare yourselves to either play it yourself or watch us do it. You all have a nice night.
Should I make an account?
You haven't made an account already?
I installed it, but I didn't make an account.
Go ahead. That's one less thing you have to worry about. Alright. We'll be heading out now. Y'all have a nice day. Evening, morning,
Bye.
whatever.